face mask, 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
Following the penalty, Anderson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. On the tackle that time, Tyson Jackson. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Simeon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. In the backfield is Anderson. To throw is Simeon. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And now a fumble. The ball's out. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Desperation time for Simeon on fourth. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Gary Kubiak's guys denied on fourth down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Freeman again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. They come out here in the eye. Here's Ryan to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Here's Simeon. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 7 yards on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Now Simeon looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 46 yards. And they're going to speed things up here. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, Simeon eluding the pressure right. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jordan Norwood from 21 yards away. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Love the excitement we've got going here. They just scored the touchdown. They're down by 1. How much fun is it now to figure out the possibilities? Kick the extra point and tie it. Go for 2 if they're really feeling in a gambling mood. What do you do in this situation?
I think you kick the PAT.
Yeah, I do too. Kick it, get my defense ready, and try and stop them one more time.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll eat some clock with Freeman. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Ryan to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Back to throw. Rolling to his right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Austin Hooper, 48 yards. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Here's Bryant for the extra point.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. They'll look to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go now.
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you? Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late, they're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. In the backfield is Anderson. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Simeon now to throw. And oh, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Simeon now to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.